Hello, guys! Welcome to the very first episode of Ouch My Money! New year, new us. Actually, no, it's New Year, old us, because we still look the same. At least I still look the same. Except for my new earring, very chill. Okay. Hello, Chunho!
Hello.
Chunho
Happy
got
New
new
Year.
mic. New year,
Yeah,
new
got
mic.
New Year, new mic. It's a birthday
Oh, so
gift.
much better.
Yeah,
It's...
because
Oh, really?
some people in the audience complain my mic sometimes go haywire, so got a new mic.
Only one person in the audience complain, you mean?
So somebody gave me a new not birthday, it's Christmas gift.
Christmas gift!
Yeah.
Hi, Douglas! Happy New Year! Oh, New Year. Oh, this is going to be a bit mean, but like this is wordplay. New Year, dumb Douglas, because he's not talking. I'm so funny. You pretend to be funny. Is that what I'm going to do for the whole show?
Yeah, you can do that.
You know, just mind channel. Hi, Rachel.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, is that what he's going to do for the whole show? He's going to what? Mind
He's
Never
gonna-
mind, it's okay.
Whatever it is.
Just let him read. Maybe he'll start to show slideshow.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you all know, this is the very first episode of Ouch My Money in 2022. Welcome everybody to watching us again in this new year. Unbelievable that we started this off as like a game. Not a game, it's like a fun thing, and then it has crossed over into the new year with us. Like a package of good things. Okay, so New Year, new ways of getting money to come to us. Is that our topic for the day? Yay! New ways to generate income in 2020. Okay,
It seems
is
to be
Douglas
a-
going to... I'm going to ask Douglas, so what are your new ways of generating income in 2020? I'm going to see how he's going to... his way into explaining how he... Oh, sorry, he said that.
I can talk now.
He just did
The magic cup.
he just did a Lee Hsien Loong.
Yes, I know. The magic cup. He drink there after he can change language.
You are supposed to wear pink. You are not wearing pink.
He's going to immediately change to something pink, I tell you. How's your
That can
person
be
know?
arranged.
He turned on the pink light and then there'll be reflection onto his white shirt or something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You look pink as well. Okay, you're not supposed to look pink when your shirt turn pink.
Only the shirt is supposed to be pink.
I'm pink now.
Is this
You're
your new
alien
now. In
Okay.
2022? Okay, anyway, the reason why we are talking about this ways of generating income in 2022 because I think it started in the States and it has slowly shifted to Singapore. This is what is it called? Chunho?
The Great Resignation.
Yes, the
The
Great
Great
Resignation.
Resignation or the Great Quit.
The Great Resignation sounds
The
better.
Great Resignation.
Yes, because got the R sound. The Great Resignation because everybody is apparently resigning, right? Because everybody got their year-end bonus ready, and for those shitty companies who have treated their employees shittily, their employees have found what? This is just
It
a
is not
personal
because-
view.
Yeah, okay, that's you getting your
Yeah, I
bonus.
just think because so anyway, during circuit breaker, everybody had a chance to try out new things. So a lot of them they started their home businesses, etc. And then they decided since this company is so shitty anyway, I'm gonna quit. And therefore the Great Resignation has arrived in Singapore. Okay. Okay, somebody please take over.
For different reasons, I guess. For
Yeah,
different
for-
reasons in Singapore.
Compared to the States,
I think it's not as big as it is in the United States. It's just rippling right now.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Are you saying Singapore is small? You mentioned not as big as...
We are not at the scale, not at the scale that's happening in the US.
Singapore is small compared to the United States. Yeah, geographically, Singapore is small.
Yeah. And Singaporeans usually quite,
Reserve.
safe one, right? As in conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So,
But I think it's really true because of the circuit breaker. A lot of people started to have a bit more time to kind of reflect where they are in life, and this is what they really want. And they have had the time to try out new avenues of having an additional income, and that is the reason why they have found that, hey, actually, this additional side hustle is now have grown it big enough to become my main hustle. I think that's at least that's what is happening around me. So
Yeah. And so don't ask me to go back to the office. If you ask me to go back to the office, too bad. Sorry, company quit. I quit you.
that's right.
No, you quit me.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay, so anyway, this is the
think
reason
that-
why.
yeah, Kara.
No, so anyway, the great resignation is the reason why we are talking about ways to generate income in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, August, you got something to say, right?
No, I was just thinking. I was talking to Simon and Chunho earlier, about acquaintance. Okay, he's an acquaintance of mine, but a friend of Chunho's. And I can't remember how the conversation started, but where we got to was about his mum passing away, and his mum passed away 3 years ago, and he disrupted. He was going to chef school or something in Australia, and it was 3 months into it, and then his mum passed away, so he had to come back to Singapore to attend to family matters and all that, and that was 2018, and it was only recently, I think end of last year, that he resumed his studies to continue his culinary career. Okay, but that was the thing, and I think between the three of us, or it was just reflecting on how life is unpredictable.
Mm.
And Chunho was sharing that when he, okay, we are both at the age where we attend more funerals than we can remember whose funerals we've attended, especially the parents of our friends, and some of these funerals are also of our peers. Okay, so it's really unpredictable, and even in situations like that, we pause to think about, if for people who are really caught up in their jobs and all that, and suddenly, and then you hear somebody just gone, we really question, so what are we doing all this for, right? And we're actually giving away all our time and energy. And so I really understand that this whole great resignation thing comes from, and that's just our personal experiences, but with COVID, the last 2 years, and so many people dying, I think it becomes very, we become very present to how fragile and how unpredictable life can be. And I think the question that a lot of us ask is, what do we want what do we want to be doing if something like this happens? Yeah, but right, so then the thing is, the great resignation is happening right now, at this point in time, and the question the thing I was thinking about is, could this have happened another time? I mean, could there have been another setup where people are motivated to leave their jobs in the same way that the great resignation is happening, where people are asking these questions, and then and it's possible for them to actually leave their jobs and not worry about the practical things like earning a living. So could there have been another setup? And I don't know, but what I feel right now, the environment is supportive, where people can leave and still have options. Am I sounding in and out?
There seems to be some disturbances.
Okay.
Yeah, is
Are you all
that
hearing
like an
that?
echo? Like a little bit, sometimes a little bit of an echo? Is it an echo?
Okay,
Yeah,
let
it's
me
like
let me
a,
see what I can do.
you talk halfway and then there's a
Like
interjection
a
of some
sound.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know whether
I'm
you're
hearing
talking
it
or
too.
is there something. It's
No,
like
no,
I don't know
I
what
think
is.
there's some sound that's coming up. Okay,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now. Yeah,
Now he's
so
gonna
let's talk
fix his
about
mic.
let's talk about
Oh
options.
no, he got
Options are
frozen.
no, he's
No,
not frozen anymore.
it's moving.
Your eyes frozen.
Okay, it's moving. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Denise, you want to say something?
What's up with this 2022? It's getting off to a great start, people. Anyway, if you are to be how should I put it? Okay lah. To be serious about this income generating, I think I'm starting to become known as a host as well, even within my company. So that is good. And of course, I have my own YouTube channel on the side, but that is a side hustle lah. So actually, okay, this is a way to generate income in 2022 that I have taken up, but it is not an investment. It is not long term. It is to feed my fun hook, my social hook, and to earn income at the same time. So basically, on the weekends of I think Friday and Saturday evening, I am part timing at one of my favorite bars. As a waitress, I guess it's a waitress lah. Okay, but it's one of my favorite places to go to. So actually, we did an annual review, and then after that, annual review as in me and my husband, we did an annual review like personal and as a couple. And then I was thinking, I like going out because I like the social aspect, and it's very for me. It fits my drama hook lah, and I have a lot of fun. So after that, I was thinking, but I don't really like it in the sense that it spoils my diet because drinks definitely has a lot of calories, right? And then food. When I drink, I like to eat. Like just nibble, then it works out to tons of calories. So I get very stressed about it. And then after that, of course, then expenses will also go up. So I was thinking really, really hard, like how can I combine? Is there a way to earn income and have fun at the same time? And then I started bartending, waitressing at my favorite bar. And I just did it last Saturday. And it was great. It was great because I was earning income, not spending any money at all. Because if you work there, right, when on your shift, right, the drinks are free flow. You can drink as much or as little as you want. Okay.
I have a
So I'm
very
not spending
important question.
Ah.
Do we get discount when we go?
no. No, actually,
know.
for regulars, right, there's something called, that's something he does give discount, but those are for regulars, okay. But
How
anyway,
many regular? It's not regular. It had to be a
it
regular's
has to be
regular.
regular, like you're almost there every
Wow.
But to be honest, this boss, he's a very kind person to work with lah, and it's very easy to work with him because he's very systematic. So it's very simple. You come here, you do this, then you go there, you do that. You know, it's all systematic. So there's not a lot of guesswork and all that. So I realized that even though I don't know, I don't know whether it's just me, my generation, or what. There used to be a stigma attached to it. Like, I have a full-time job and it's not paying very poorly, honestly. It's not a high-paying job, but it's not paying very poorly. I have a full-time job, so it's very weird. It can seem very weird to people when I take on a part-time job. People naturally the first thing they ask is it because you're in need of cash? Right? That's the first thing that came to my mind lah. And I realized that actually no, it's just a mindset thing. Lor. So once I got through that, I was like, it works, lor. And I'm having so much fun, lor. It's so much fun going to work nowadays through my part-time job. So that's one way that's one way I'm generating income in 2022. Like immediate cash lah, right? That's extra cash flow. Cash flow, yeah, that's what Chun Ho would say. Extra cash flow. Because the side hustles like the YouTube channel, that is going to take some time to build up. If you want to generate income via the ads. So that's going to take I don't know, about a year or so, I guess. So in the meantime, this is my new cash flow generating cash flow / fund generating way in 2022. Okay, that's it.
So yeah, you mean what? So Rachel, are we supposed to go around and talk about it, or what? We just sharing experience, or what?
I don't know, whatever lah, whatever comes to mind lah. If not, we can do mukbangs also.
Okay, let me share a little bit. For me, my way of generating income in this year is to say no to jobs that I don't want to do. I know very clearly that I don't want to do. And it's very interesting. The other day, and it's just this week, I think a few days ago, I said no to a coaching engagement that I've been dabbling in. I was helping here and there, but it's on leadership coaching, and I don't really like. Okay, I don't like working for companies, so I don't like coaching towards the leadership development side, but I like the mental health, the personal development kind of thing. So I said no to them, and on the same day that I write in to formally tell them that, okay, I'm not going to help out anymore, another door opened, so which is very interesting. And so now I'm exploring another one, but I am actually very, very clear as to what are the things that I don't want to do, such that I open up more time for things that to come up. So that's how I am taking care of my time, my energy, and generating income at the same time.
Oh, okay. So, well, I just, yeah, okay.
Carry on. Shouldn't carry on.
No, I just want to say something about what Denise said earlier about the stigma that people have, which is it's very strange. I think it's really with the older generations, but I really didn't care the last time I was working. I think 2 years into my working life, I was an employee with an oil major make a lot of money on it. I think back, I don't think it makes a lot of money, because as a engineer working for an oil company, I was looking at that time, well, it took me forever to buy a house, took me forever to buy a car, because it didn't see that time also cars and houses are so expensive, so it didn't look like I would be able to afford it. But I still went out to go to the flea market and sell stuff. Okay, every weekend actually Sunday I was at the flea market, and the time the flea market was in Clarke Quay, and I'll go there, lay down a store. Book a store there, and then lay down a mat, and then display stuff and sell. So it's similar to you. People are like, "Wow, how come he so poor thing? Not enough money, must go and do this." But the thing is, I want to accelerate. Part of it is not really not because I'm not earning enough. I earn enough to get by, but I don't think I'm earning enough to build out wealth so that I can afford the things that I need quick enough, and also build up enough savings so that I can get out of employment earlier. I mean, if I go until 60, yeah, fine, then I can just stay with the company and just work, and then depend on the company to build the wealth. But I'm not going to do that. I want to leave the company at 40. And I was planning to leave at 40, but eventually I have to defer it to 45. But whatever it is, I was looking at many other ways of generating income to build that wealth, to build a security blanket somewhere to leave employment. That was always been the case, because I really know at a time life is short and life can end anytime. I may be in control of my life, I may be in control of the things that's happening around me, but there are always people high up there doing stupid things to the world that can just destroy the world anytime they want. They are. I mean, recently we just knew that these two person can think, should I press the button? Then I launched something over there. Then I also press the button. I launched something over there. Then the whole world will get to the mess. Then the world, as we know it, not everybody will die, but okay, it's going to create some destructions, and our life will just be messed up. Okay, some of us may perish. It's no different from what you're watching from a Marvel Universe movie. Okay, somebody press that button or snap the finger, half of the world is gone.
Thanos.
So, and then you don't know who's the half, and I can be one of the half, and then I just suddenly my life is just ended. That could happen.
Yep. You haven't
So
enjoyed it yet.
yeah, so when I was in my youth, I really realized that because of a possibility of a third world war, and I realized that life is short, so better make sure that I retire early, enjoy my life, and during when I'm working life, enjoy my life. Milk life as much as I can to get the experiences of life as much as I can.
Yes.
And so I think having a side income is crucial, not only to generate to build wealth, but also as a security blanket. Okay, you don't want to always rely on your main income. What if something happens? Something can always happen. Somebody snap a finger, the company, because of whatever industry is it, not because the company was doing badly, not because company fault, or because the company was bad. It's just some stupid person up there that has a power and then snap a finger, the industry destroyed. It can happen.
It can
A lot of
happen,
people hope for
yes.
the best, but the worst can always happen too.
Hope
So
for
you
the
have to
best,
be prepared.
prepare for the worst.
Yeah. So like I said in the last in the last video, I said prepare for the worst. Always prepare. Be prepared.
Be
Denise is
prepared.
don't
Don't
be
be
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah.
Prepare. But actually, it's true, Chunho, because I've only worked one day at the part-time job. I had so much fun, and so I decided to carry on. And actually, both my parents, my parents-in-law, they don't know that I'm doing part-time because of the stigma. You see, they're like, is it because you need money? If not, then but to be honest, if I don't do it, what am I doing on Friday, Saturday? I'm just staying at home watching Netflix, or I'll be out at the same bar spending money,
Aiyo.
right?
So my
But now I'm at
oh
the
my
same bar
God,
having fun and earning money and drinking drinks free. But I don't drink a lot when I'm on the job, which is another plus point for one card because I don't get home drunk. Because I'm working, I'm like, I need to work, I cannot drink so much. I need to maintain. Yeah,
Well,
so
as long as you're having fun, the key thing is that if you're
yeah,
having a job and having fun is important.
we're having so much fun. My goodness. Okay. Okay.
So anyway, back to you, Douglas. You want to say something?
Yes, Douglas.
Wait. Let me see. There's a problem with my audio.
Okay,
Let
while
me see
Yeah.
if
Douglas
I
is
can
fixing
do
his audio,
something.
let us explore new ways of generating income in 2022. I've thought of like we should, because the conversation always is what are we good at and what we enjoy doing, right? And then we
Yeah.
make money around that, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
what am I good at? Eating.
You
How
can
to make money
actually
around that?
you actually can make money by eating, no?
Yeah,
You go
mukbang
around,
yeah,
lor.
and
the food reviews.
yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that I cannot eat so much. I see the people eat so much. I'm like thinking, then they seem to eat it so easily, like there's
No, some of
no.
them just is tasting. Okay, they're not eating it, they're
Yeah, they don't
tasting
finish
the
the whole
food.
plate one.
Yeah, they just
I
taste a bit
know.
only.
But okay, I don't know whether how true this is, lah, but this is a mukbanger called Ziyang. Tzuyan. She's very, very popular in Korea. And she does her mukbang in restaurants. So she don't do it at home. Then always at then I don't know whether this is staged, but it's very often because she's very small and skinny. It's very often that the shopkeepers they will show the shopkeepers stand at the side and look at her like, and then they come back like, "You finished that already?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can finish it." And then so it adds that sense of realness to the video. Like people, and these are all just the random shop owners, or the waitress or the waiter, they're like, "You want to order so many? You sure or not? You don't waste my food. You can tapao. Is it you tapao?" Then she's like, "No, I'm going to finish it all." Then when they finish, I'm like, "Oh, you finished? You sure?" And then she does that. So it adds that sense of authenticity to it. But I don't think I can eat so much. So that's the thing that's stopping from mukbanging. And also the fact that if I eat so much, I will become so fat is unbelievable. Unacceptable for me. So that one is
Okay.
minus.
But you like to drink anyway, so you're working at is that a bar or club or whatever?
It's a
Anyway,
pub lah. No, cannot have club now.
yeah, okay.
Where Tiolia is it? No, it's a pub. It's a it's a
It's a pub.
it's a pub. Sit down, people sit down, okay.
Hey, but the thing
No
is that it's the
mingling, no
pub.
mingling.
But no, the pub is hopping nowadays, no?
Uh I don't know. Okay, but
No,
usually the
the other day I went out with some friends to Five Square. All the
and then-
places there are hopping. I mean, there's no mingling. It's just that everybody is like either you're a group of 5, a group of 3 or 4. Everybody sit at
correct.
the table, and
Correct.
then people are just drinking.
You
It's
should
like,
come down. Yeah, you should come down to the bar I'm looking at. It's actually very okay. I really like it because I first started as a customer, and then I became
I see.
regular. So I know a lot of people there already. I know
But you're
the
not a
boss also.
regular.
Why would you go there?
Huh? I'm a regular.
Okay.
No, I'm not regular. Maybe I go there about once or twice a week
Okay.
previously.
Once or twice a week.
Mm.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
can you
okay.
imagine how much money I'm spending there? So anyway,
I only leave my house once a week.
that's you
What is
lah. It's not me lah. So anyway,
Yeah.
but once or twice a week lah. So I know most of the regulars there already. I know the boss. I know the environment. I know the place, and it's the capacity is not that big lah. To be honest, maybe about 12 tables, 10 to 12 tables. Yeah, so it's really not a lot. And so even when I go there, I'm on shift, right? It's very fun because I go. It's like I'm chatting to my friends all. Because the regulars, all I know, they will sit at they are the ones who will sit at the bar counter.
Okay.
So then we will chat, and then we will watch Netflix shows when there's nobody else around.
Okay.
And dinner is provided. So many perks.
But they're actually, anyway, whatever you are saying that you enjoy doing, you can actually make that into an income generation. I mean, I got a friend. That was quite some time already. He actually liked to watch movies as a movie buff and all those things. And sometimes he will, when he first started watching a lot of stuff, when Facebook first started, he will always post his reviews of a movie on Facebook, just for his friends to know. Afterward, it got attention because people started reading, and it got the attention of some, I don't know whether it's a magazine or some media. Eventually, they engaged him to write reviews of movies.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. But he got a full-time job, but they engaged him to write it. Since he's going to watch movies and write about it anyway, so
Anyway,
so they pay him.
That's
So so there are ways of generating income in many ways. Just do whatever you enjoy and just.
I know. And then
like
the
that. I
guys
mean,
at
if you like to watch Netflix, you can always review stuff.
the guys at the bar were saying I should become a craft beer influencer. I'm like,
You what?
craft beer influencer. Then I'm like, I know nuts about craft beer. You
Oh.
know, like tasting all that, I don't know. I just like
You don't have. You can be the amateur taster. You don't have
yeah, I
to
will
be
be like
supposedly the connoisseur of
yeah.
craft beer.
I
Just
was like, this is so bitter. I don't like.
This is so bitter.
Yeah.
Just do whatever stuff.
But
And
that
just
that will scare people away. But your type will attract people. Those who really don't know one will just listen to you long because
listen to you because they're like, oh, this is the taste that the lay person, the non-expert like, and also
Yeah, that was how we that was how Thursdays with Denise started.
Oh, Yuan Cheng was just saying that. Yuan Cheng just saying his daughter receive free foods to eat, takes picture. Oh, somebody posted. Who posted that?
At times we have desserts for days.
See?
posted on the
See? The daughter is how old only? Is still a teenager. Generating income already while schooling. Is it schooling? Okay.
How come? Is it because Yuan Cheng, is it because your daughter has a large enough following on
Social media.
Instagram? Yeah. Is it? Okay, later I wait for YC to answer. It takes there's a bit of lag. So
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, taking cue from that, I recently just met up with my old boss. We had to catch up, but he just retired last year. Then I left the company for like many years already. Come to think of that time, 7, 8 years already, and he only just retired. Okay, he's older than me, so significantly older than me. Only he just retired. I retired earlier than him. So finally, he retired. Got time. Then we met up for lunch and all those things. Then he was telling me his son, who just came back from overseas study, did econs in some UK university, was telling me the resume of some of his classmates was astounding. It's very colorful. The things that they are doing economics and all the stuff. So the resume actually talk about some of their classmates very young one, no, in overseas, some of these people who go to university can be 16, 17 years old, not like Singaporeans when they go to university, it's like 20 already or whatever. So already in 16, 17, their resume and said, oh, they used to be an intern in this startup, or they actually started up their own company, and then what happened, and they didn't do well or did well, or they're in internet marketing before, or they did internet social media things before, and social media sales, whatever. All this new digital economy stuff, they actually have a resume of what they have done. No, unlike Singaporeans, I don't know what they have.
Just
And
very
then,
sheltered, honestly.
yeah, so he said my son didn't have anything. He said if he had known that these things will add to the resume, he would have encouraged his son to do a lot more of these things. I mean, some of them even have they are gamers, and then they have Twitch account, and then people are watching them, and So now that they go out and work, and they go out to work as economists or whatever, and then they go out to the new world, companies are going to look at, because they understand the new world economy, and even if they work for investment banking, or if they have engaged in cryptocurrency trading or cryptocurrency, study blockchain and whatever, they go out and say they have knowledge of all these things. They go out there, companies are going to hire them because they have new things that they understood and learned that is not taught in school. They have the actual world experience about the new world economy. But in Singapore, we only have what the school teachers, and then you go out there, and then all these companies out there that needed all this social media marketing or sales and all those stuff, or even understand how social media work and influence other people, they have no experience. You have to be an influencer for some companies to want to hire you so that you can move their products. So he's already having this.
That is if you want to continue working for other people.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, but anyway, his son was saying he's going to work hard for this investment company for 2 years and then quit the company and then go and do his own thing.
But actually, it's also a mindset thing, don't you realize? It's like you mentioned earlier, your friend said that if he knew that this was what they were looking for in the resume, then he would have asked his son to do it. That means it's a very 被动 kind of character.
Yeah,
It's like, reactive, you're right. Like, I think then the school needs this, then I do this. Like, I don't know lah. Like, why not try new things? I was just talking about the metaverse with one of my friends, and then we were saying that it's scary to us because it's still an unknown. And then I feel like how my parents and my grandparents must have felt when smartphones first came out, when WhatsApp first came out, when Instagram and Facebook first came out. I mean, there's always that fear because it's unknown. Then I'm like, I know. But at the same time, part of me is like, I don't want to end up become like my parents or my grandparents, where they become very, very removed from what's going on in the world. And then you just get left behind. Unless you tell me you're 80 years old and then you have lots of money and you know it's more than enough to last you in luxury for the rest of your life until you die. Then I guess you can be a recluse if you want, but at my age I think cannot lah.
Well, not really. Well, you talk about that first. I think you want to talk about something about Yuen Chuan poster.
Yeah, she started a food review account in Instagram hoping to get free food.
Yeah, so I want to say something about what Yuen Chuan just said.
Which one?
Okay, and pick up. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and pick up on some of the things that you guys mentioned earlier. So I was going to say earlier that for Rachel, there's a lot of choice. You can actually choose to take or reject jobs right now, but was this something that you think you could have done even 5 years ago?
As an employee, no.
Or even
started,
if you had started 5 years ago, or you were on your own, would it have been possible? I mean, would that choice be there to actually say yes or no?
Yeah, it took time to build. It took time to build.
Yeah. So I think I feel also the other thing is the access to jobs. Okay, not the employment jobs, but access to work or being able to create value for different groups of people. accessing the consumers of value is also different today. We can reach markets and people that we couldn't have imagined before. Okay, because of what's available today that actually came up over the last 2 years. A lot of communication, online technology. Okay, you can't do that face to. I mean, if you were doing face to face coaching type of jobs, it would have been a different conversation, right? So technology, I feel, plays a very big part in the things that are happening that contribute to this great resignation. And the thing about stigma that Denise was talking about earlier got me thinking, whose stigma is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not
who's
mine.
stigma? Because the thing is, why should it? And for a very long time, okay, I think we have all this stigma judgment thing that determine a lot of the things that we do, a lot of the decisions that we make about should we do this or not, because there are other people who are watching or have opinions or whatever it is. But the thing is, at the end of the day, is our lives. Okay, and what do we need to do, okay, to create that life that we want, and we know best. Okay, but if we do otherwise, okay, because of all these things
Yeah,
going
but what
on,
if the person is your partner? Then how?
Then you marry your own
Girl,
partner.
already
then
what?
you marry the wrong partner.
Because you see, okay. No, I let Douglas finish first.
No, okay, so the partner thing aside, okay, I feel that all this opinion stuff, okay, anyway, partner is something that needs to be worked out based on conversations or the brightness of the future that both of you see together. Okay, I don't think it's a dead end thing. I think it's a matter of shifting reality boxes, and that leads me to the third thing, which is reality box. Okay, you were talking about, Denise was talking about the metaverse, and whilst it's like this unknown thing, but it is a future that we know is happening, and it's not just something that
Yes.
we're talking about.
It's going to be
Okay.
here whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So and then what Yuan Chuan shared about the daughter and the thing that Junho was talking about, reviewing movies and all that. So there are lots of possibilities that exist today, okay, that didn't exist before. Okay, I on YouTube, that there's a whole group of YouTubers who generate income watching other YouTube series.
Yes,
Okay, and then
the
and then they
reaction
do
videos.
reactions and recaps. Yeah. And they build up their community. They build up their eyeballs, and that creates opportunity for them to actually access people who are
Other
willing to pay
opportunities.
for the eyeballs. So today there are lots of avenues. Okay, it's unlike when we and I'm talking about Juno and I were younger. Okay, we're not that old when we were younger, when we were half our age now, and we talk about side hustles and income and all that. Whilst there were opportunities, but not at the scale that exists today. Okay, like Chunho goes to do his flea market stuff. It is his market. Who is he reaching? It's just the people who go to the flea market. But if we want to do a flea market, if you want to have the same thing and you want to do that today, there is actually no limit to who you can reach. So the scale really is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so for the younger people who have access and have knowledge of technology, the possibilities are tremendous. Yeah, you know, you were saying.
Yeah, just to highlight that even before, the young people actually, they are more receptive to this rather than stick to the old stigma or stuff. Because before the pandemic, like about how many years ago? About 8 years ago, I met some young people, and then they actually not just they always have a side hustle one. I've got this friend who actually works with a company, is a logistic company, but he teaches, he's a physical fitness coach after office hour. So he will have sessions, then he will teach like some last time, in Marina Bay Sands, people will have whole sessions over there, and he's a CrossFit instructor, then he will teach people all those stuff. So we have that. Then I've got another one also with a full-time job, but he got another thing. He coaches Dragon Boat. At the same time, he also a food reviewer. So he has 2 side hustles. So they are willing to do that. So of course now with the pandemic going on, so there's no Dragon Ball and other stuff. So he just focused on the food reviewer stuff. So I mean, even if you're physical fitness, you actually can do Zoom and do that. I mean, but nowadays people have actually gone to the void deck to do their whatever physical fitness stuff lah. So there are many ways of generating income. Is whether people are willing to do it, and most of the time, there may be many reasons why people want to start generating income. Is to build wealth, be secure blanket, whatever it is. So there are many ways, not just based on the old way of just working for a company and just take pay from that. So it depends on the outcome, what people want also.
Yeah, so the thing I want to add is the concept of side hustle. Okay, I don't know when the term side hustle was coined, but once upon a time it used to be called a part-time job. So or a second job or whatever that was.
Moonlighting.
Okay, and then yeah, you're right. You guys are right that when people see, oh, you don't have enough income, so you need to do a part-time job, or you need to do a second job, whatever it is. Okay, that used to be that. Okay,
I guess
ago, but
the reason why side hustle was coined, because side hustle is like, for example, I'm building on my YouTube channel, or I'm investing on top of my daytime job. That's a side hustle. And then there is, you know how we have connotations about that, right? But then part-time job started referring to purely part-time job, waitressing, or service jobs or retail, selling clothes at wherever.
Yeah, so I'm saying that the term part-time job, people, I think people no longer use the term part-time job, but I'm just saying that this second job, okay, whatever it's called, is not a new thing. Okay, we just call it a side hustle today, but the difference even between 8 years ago that Chun Ho was talking about and today, okay, the side hustle is going to be the side hustle is side hustles are means to generate additional cash flow to build that engine to create that longer term cash flow. Okay, so that's what people do. Okay, it's the immediate income, but the immediate cash flow. But what is different today is the scale of how much that hustle or that side hustle is able to generate compared to before. Okay, and that's the difference. And so much that if you do that, your side hustle, it becomes a main hustle. It can easily replace any job,
or even earn you a lot more than your previous job.
Yeah, earn you a lot more. So that accelerates.
And then after that, you can have another side hustle.
Which is the intention, right?
So sorry.
Yeah, which is the intention. When the side hustle pays you more than the main job, then you don't have to do your main job. You just do the side hustle, which is something that you probably enjoy.
So
it becomes main hustle.
For people like Yuan Chuan, whose daughter is so successful in being in her side hustle, and she's still in school. I don't know if she's
an entrepreneurial mind yet,
I think. But she's still in school and she's able to do that. And in the next few years, I'm sure, I believe that with more experience, she's going to be able to scale it even more. Then would she even need to look for a job?
No, obviously not.
She started a job with you.
That's from our perspective, you see.
Like as an employee.
Let's say the parents, okay, whose reality box is get a stable job, get a stable income, okay, get that piece of paper to get a stable job and that stable income. When in that time to get that paper and to get a stable income, by that time, she could possibly be earning more than they are.
She could already be a millionaire. So
yeah, so then is it still is it still going to be no? You need to get a job because you know.
Change parents. YC and Kun Ling, I'm just joking, you don't angry,
No, I'm just,
don't
no,
hit
I'm
me,
just saying. I'm not referring to Yuan Chuan in particular or Kun Ling, but I'm just saying in a situation like this, if the kid is able to generate that level of income that can only increase, then would the parents
Of
from
course
their reality
not.
box?
Depends on the
Of course not.
parents'
Then they'll
reality
become
box.
their.
It depends on
Then
the parents' reality box.
no, the parents will
Change
treat
parents.
the kid like a yao qian su. Yao qian su means the money growing tree, or the golden goose, and they'll milk it and milk it. A lot of parents do that nowadays on their kids on YouTube, and
until
then
the tree drops
wow.
off. So I don't know. I think that was a very old thinking also. I shall be very upset if my parents are smooching on me.
No,
Did you
okay,
agree
and
that?
then to
Then you're
extract
the parent now. Denise, would you do it to your kid, if you're the parent?
I would hope not. But then again, sometimes, how should I put it? I would say I will not. But then again, whenever anybody does anything, you always think you're right. That's why you're doing it. You get what I mean? So sometimes I think it's also about self-awareness. Like you notice that, okay, I'm operating from this reality box. This may not apply for somebody else. Then that is when I can step back and say, okay, I'm imposing my reality box on you. I realize that now. Let's not do that. But it comes from self-awareness, you see. A lot of our parents don't have that, and it takes them a long time. The reason why I didn't tell my parents was because, and I didn't tell my parents-in-law was simply because we didn't want to have to go through that whole explanation at this point in time. And to be honest, the very first day I went to work, right, I went to my part-time job, was a trial because I myself also didn't know if it was going to work out, right? My main point was to have fun, and anyway, I cannot change parents also. And but no, also cannot change. Okay, sorry, Douglas, Chun Ho, you all finished already?
No. So I was just going to say the part I was going to add on was to extrapolate. Okay, if the parents having a kid, with so different reality box, right? And then the kid with whatever they're doing is able to create self-sufficiency. Then do the parents stay in their reality box, knowing that there's a different way to do it?
Yeah, but the thing is that some parents don't even know they're in that reality box, you see. That's what I mean by self-awareness.
Yeah.
They just think that, they just cannot.
But you see a younger person who's earning a lot of money, it's like,
cannot
you will ask
compete,
questions.
They just cannot compute, like.
Okay, then those
how
are
is it
beyond
possible?
saving already. That's beyond saving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my
That's
only
beyond
question is
saving.
then can they be saved? can that older generation? Okay, and it's not exactly the older generation. It's the Gen
Or
Xers.
anyone, basically just
Yeah.
anyone who has that.
But it's always that way. Being that, I mean, remember when I was growing up, my parents actually didn't like us to major in arts because they say study arts doesn't you're
Cannot
not going to
earn
survive
money.
much.
Cannot earn money.
You even if you go and be a actor, actress, singer, whatever, you will expire one because they want young people and all those stuff. There will come a time when they expire. But things have changed. You can be
now things have changed.
Things have changed. So as generations move, at times move, things will always change, and that mindset of things will change. And as we grow older, there are ways of generating income that people used to think that cannot generate one. It will change. Like who would ever expected that play computer games can make money? Okay, go and people watch you play games can make money. It's like, why you want to play game and let people watch you play? Why you want people to watch you 24 hours a day and everything and then make money? Nowadays you can make money out of that. Reality TV, people are making money.
Makeup.
Yeah. There are people went on even before this whole internet stuff, people went on reality TV, then they become reality TV star, and then they make money from endorsement and all those stuff. People make money. There are many ways of making money, but it's not just the traditional way anymore. And then now with like Douglas said, with the internet, with social media, with all this, there's so many other ways. And now, of course, the pandemic have because of the pandemic, people are now realize that things can go online. You can go through Zoom, you can go to a lot more things through technology. There are many, many other avenues of making money. And it's not stuck to just being physically outside anymore. So
And
yeah, so
And with the metaverse, you
metaverse,
don't even need to step out.
it's another
yeah.
dimension. It's really another dimension already.
So
It's totally
basically,
another
there are
dimension.
more ways of making money, and of course, another way that people are making money is from cryptocurrency. They are trading cryptocurrency and other things.
NFTs,
Things that
NFTs.
NFTs, minting NFTs, and those things. Young people are actually going that way. Okay, so
Let me make
they
this
are
an
the ways that they
NFT.
are making money from there, which is something that I haven't gone into yet because of certain things that I'm still on the sideline watching it because I'm monitoring certain things.
Okay.
But regardless of that, people need to be on top of what's happening because there are many ways of generating income that is new, and the metaverse will create a new avenue, totally brand new, and people need to be aware. And if you are not haven't dabbled with the metaverse, go learn about it. Okay, don't say, oh, it's new, I don't know, I don't want, this the one. Okay,
It's
don't do that
whether you
anymore.
like it or not, it's here to stay. But anyway, back to Douglas's question: can these people be saved? It's very simple. It's like with anything else; they can be saved only if they want to be saved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So there's just no like, you cannot drag somebody along. I mean, there's only so far you can drag them, and after
I mean,
that,
okay.
that's it.
The thing is, if we cannot drag them, that's fine, no? Because it's their lives. They can rot and
Oh.
die. I really don't care. Okay, that just come out.
Yes, it just came
You know,
out.
if they're going to rot and die and
Beep,
pull
beep,
other
beep,
people
beep.
along with them when they rot and die, right? Then I think I think that has to be cut off.
It
If they're
depends
going
on
to serious,
the
if they're going to
person.
if they're going to rot, I mean, if you're going to rot and die, it's your
It's your
okay.
prerogative to rot
It's
and
your
die, but don't
prerogative.
bring it along with you. But the
But
thing is that there are
don't
some
because
people.
you're going to rot and die, bring other people along with you to rot and die, or stop other people because you're going to rot and die.
But
Okay,
then
anyway.
again, it's an individual
They don't
choice,
know
ma.
that. They think they're helping.
Yeah, the number one is they think they're helping. Number two is whoever that they're planning to drag along to rot and die also has a choice. Or do I rot and die with this person or do I
Yeah,
go?
correct. They
You
they
know,
also
there's
have a
always
choice.
choice.
And then
Okay.
and of course if like you say, if it's like your spouse or family
Yeah, I
member,
know, right?
then
Like
it
my spouse is
becomes a little
listening in
bit
now. I cannot say bad things about him anymore. Disaster.
it becomes a bit complex.
It is okay. Okay, so back to the spouse thing. So I must say, it's very funny. Okay, my parents, the first thing that came to mind, when I saw the advertisement for the part timer a few days before I decided I would go for it. And that time I saw it, I was like, hey, should I apply? I was like, don't want Wen Kai Shue don't like one. Oh no, now everybody knows who my spouse is. So anyway, I was saying that I was thinking the first thing that stopped me was I was thinking Wen Kai Shue don't like one because it's a drinking environment. And he will he doesn't like me to drink so much lah. And then after that we had our review, and then I went for the part-time job thing, and then after that he found out that actually she doesn't spend, she earn money, she doesn't drink so much also, so it's like a win-win-win-win-win lah. Then after that, the craft beer influencer thing, now that I thought about it, right, so the thing that's stopping me is my husband, because no, it's not him lah, but I'm just thinking I don't think he will like it at all lor. Because he was just thinking like, I'm just going to drink all day long in that job. But actually, craft beer tasting, right, is you just taste a bit lah, but maybe I cannot stop myself. It's very yummy. If it's not nice, I'm like, ooh, that don't drink anymore. If it's nice, I'll finish the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
well, the craft beer, would they be sending stuff to your house for you to sample and
obviously
all stuff?
not with
Or
the
you must
number
go
of
somewhere? Okay.
no lah, as in like you always start off because you start off as is something that you really enjoy. It's like your friend, he wrote movie reviews was because he was really actually enjoying it and doing it already ma, correct? So for me, yeah lor, because there was a period of time when I was interviewing all the bar owners and all that, right? So it was interesting lah. It was interesting not just from a drinking perspective, but also learning about their stories and how they came to be where they are. And a lot of their stories are very colorful because most of these people are very colorful individuals.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you just froze or
Yeah,
you
Denise
just
freeze. It looks like Denise froze.
yeah? Or she just stopped there and don't move.
Oh, I thought she just stopped talking. I didn't notice she froze.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
fine.
I was. So yeah, nowadays there's a lot of because of all these cafe pubs and all this opening up already because they can now. I think they're hiring. I mean, the other day I just pop into this particular. Well, they are, what do you call it? Actually, it's not really a cafe. It's a bakery, but they actually offer coffee. They also have coffee. They serve some little places to sit down. You can buy their uh, bread and you buy their cakes and other stuff. But at the same time, you can order coffee and sit down. And I think they're hiring and they were looking for part-timers. Not bad, no, the pay. I was looking at it. Wow, 4 hours can get this amount of pay. Not bad. So I don't know how many people actually they managed to get. Actually, not bad. I'm working for a cafe. It's like, just go there, work part-time, serve, and then
Actually quite fun one, right? I think in my imagination, when I look at the surface, like
well,
if you don't ask me to clean the dustbin or wash the toilet, I think it's fun on the surface for me.
well, for you, I don't mind emptying the dustbin, cleaning the toilet, everything. I do that at home anyway. I throw my own trash and I clean the toilet. So what? You just, yeah, public is a little bit more gross, but then it's a job and you do it. I mean, somebody has to do it. Then you get paid for it. Then what's wrong with it? I don't get paid for cleaning my toilet at home. It's a service. You have to think about it. Yeah, I clean the toilet so that it's clean. People go and visit the toilet. It's comfortable. I mean, it's a service you provide for the cafe so they feel comfortable. I mean, I always thought, working there, of course, you will meet very colorful people. Then, of course, you will meet people who will be grouchy and then complain and those things. Then you can write stories about them too. Remember the recent one, the Bentley driver who actually, is it a Bentley driver that pushed against the security guard one? Wow, I can write a lot of stories about that. And then if you're a security guard working there,
Sorry, guys.
wow,
This is what happens
such
when I talk
people.
bad about my spouse.
Yeah.
Did he stop the Wi-Fi so that you stop
Did he
talking
cut off your
about it?
internet connection?
No, I forgot that my Surface Pro is older now. It cannot sustain so long already. That's the reason why. I fully charged it. Then after that, I didn't bring the charger along. See, I forget.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot that you're old.
Okay.
Sorry.
We thought your spouse cut you off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was being most unhelpful lah. He's just sitting at his desk and just like with his headphones on, looking at our YouTube channel, and he's just looking at me like.
Oh no, you got
And she's gone again.
Oh no! Because you
This
so
time,
bad.
this time she's really cut off.
So anyway, yeah, I'm just saying so there's many even if you work part-time, you work do another side hustle, there are a lot of stories. Even if you do a retail with all these other colorful people around, you can write stories.
I cannot say bad
single
things about you
element-
anymore. Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know why it got cut off. This one, the battery was on, the Wi-Fi was full, so it's just.
No, he
It's
must
just,
have pulled the plug. He must have.
No, I
seen
think
Yeah.
because the Surface
pulled
Pro
the
is
plug.
bought by Wen Kai for me, so it's undying loyalty to him. Piece of shit, you.
Yeah. So anyway, the thing I was saying about what Chun Ho was sharing is there is no wasted moment. Okay, it's a matter of and actually very quickly, I know we're running out of time. One of the biggest niches today is content creation, because people are consuming content like crazy,
Like never before.
and it's always interesting to have different or new content, and more so we cannot make it up. We cannot make up stuff. So if it comes from experience, okay, of whatever crazy stuff or struggles or challenges, there is tremendous value in that. So I mean, there are a lot of things that we don't like to think about, or the crazy stuff and all that we used to dismiss, is becoming
Drama for people to watch.
valuable. Yeah.
Mm.
It's becoming drama for people to watch.
Yeah, of
Drama
course. You
would
mean
be
content
bad,
creators. You can
yeah.
actually, I mean, if you are bored and nothing, you like me got nothing
Yeah.
to do, you can sit at the cafe and watch people watching, and then after that, see all the drama that is going on, and then write story about it.
Yeah, and you can be
Yeah.
that voyeur.
Yeah.
the coffee, then you call yourself coffee shop sister. Okay, you know to translate into Chinese.
What's he talking about?
Ame, the
don't
kopitiam
know.
ame who gossips about that character from that character and that
Coffee
character from the
shop.
neighborhood, and how maybe you know that those two are having an affair, or that
I think he's
there's
of the
drama
old
in
school.
this family.
He watched the old TCS TV show called the Kopitiam. The what's the show? The Kopio one.
I don't know.
Kopio.
I just made it up.
Yo.
Actually, there is you all can go watch on Netflix. There is this animation called Downstairs. It's about this group of people in Singapore. It's an animation, but the setting is Singapore and
yeah,
it's
I
at
read
a
about
coffee
that.
shop downstairs. Yeah, and then they even have the kopi so. They call each other kopi so.
Oh,
And
that's what
the-
he meant. The Kopi So.
Yeah,
No,
and
I
then-
kopitiam ame.
Oh,
I cannot imagine anybody calling Chunho Ami. Yeah, I think Chunho will like say what, then
No, kopitiam ati.
even worse. Ew. No. Oh no. Okay, so moving on.
my goodness.
Okay, yeah,
So
okay, wait.
you know that's so doable, right? The kopitiam ame or ati. Or you can go ame and ati. Okay, anyway.
Anyway, Denise,
Anyway.
just continue. Let's ignore Douglas, and then Denise, you were saying.
Just ignore me.
Saying about what? I cannot say anything about Wan Kai anymore. After that, I
No,
get
you're
cut
saying
off,
that
you know?
the anime.
Oh yeah, the
animation.
animation. It's actually okay. So the kopi so, right? It's really very local. The kopi so is all voiced over by our local actors and actresses. So the kopi so is voiced over by Patricia Mok. So all the and then they have the, it's a bit racist lah, but very inclusive at the same time. Like you have downstairs the prata shop. The prata shop is the Indian. It's an Indian character with the Indian wife, and the Indian guy character is voiced over by a Singapore comedian called Rishi Budrani. I don't know whether you've heard of him. Yeah, so also it's really very local lor. It's really like go downstairs and then drink coffee and then you know, I don't know lah, whatever lah, just daily stuff lah. Then some of it is made up, and it's very interesting. So I just found it very refreshing that an actual local show, local accents, local actors and actresses, local production, local producers is on Netflix. And it's really very fun. I find it very really relatable.
Mm.
Yeah. lor.
Okay.
Yes. So you all can go and catch it.
there are lots of possibilities today, and I think we need to start wrapping up. Last words.
Oh, last words. Huh? Last words. Okay, what last words do you all have? Mine is going to be totally not contributing to the title at all.
Really? Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, my last words is cannot, don't talk bad things about your spouse. 这个呢
Can I type it in now?
Yes.
you can type it in as okay, but my proper last words. My proper last words is do whatever works for you. Even if it is different from whatever people expect. Like my part-time job. Like people will expect my age, right, to be either a bar owner or a bar manager or what. No, I'm just a waitress. I'm not even a bartender because I'm not mixing any drinks, okay? Just waitress there. Beer pourer. Oh, 我是啤酒妹. Oh my god, I'm a 啤酒妹.
But you are the atas one, so it's different. Like the coffee shop, you are in the atas, so it's different.
I can imagine my mom hears me. Oh my god, my daughter's a 啤酒. I think she threw her feet and then she would just faint on the ground. Oh no. Okay, I know my new Instagram
Think of
account
the
is called 啤酒妹.
Think of the stories you can weave for the next side hustle. So,
Yeah,
so
can you imagine all the stories
think
we can
of this
tell?
your current gig, okay, as
Just
a
a gig.
curation job.
Yeah, I can tell all the stories of the look of horror on my mom's face. You die. You don't tell,
Funny
you
what?
don't know yet. Okay. So yes. Yeah, that's it lor. Just do whatever works for you lah. And
Yeah.
yeah, I find that explaining a bit. I foresee that explaining will be tiring, but then you can choose not to explain also lah. Whatever works for you, just do whatever works for you, regardless of what other people think or say. So long as you're not killing someone, then it's fine. Okay, that's my last
Okay,
one.
next one.
Douglas?
Chun Ho, Douglas.
Juno, go first.
Oh, I don't think my last two will very different. I'm all for having side hustle. So, just find as the Denise says, just find whatever that works for you. But get a side hustle always. Just don't rely on your main job if you have a main job, or if you're in business. Don't just if you can have another side hustle, just go for it. Okay. Always be prepared. Okay. Be prepared. Okay. And if not in the metaverse, be prepared to go into the metaverse. Okay. It's coming.
Yeah, or at least read about it lah, or
Yeah.
learn.
Be prepared. Okay. Yeah, that's my last one.
Okay, I put capital letters so I don't have to repeat 3 times.
You can just put be prepared X3 what.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Douglas.
Okay, so I feel that the environment is right now. Okay, we have a lot of access to technology and resources that allow us to do different things or do things differently. But one of the things to consider, I personally believe that of course there are easy and hard ways, but one of the biggest things to consider is find your niche, and build your audience. Okay, find your niche and build your audience, because that's going to create that resilience and longer term sustainability. Yeah. So to wrap up all the conversations we've had and being able to scale and all that is ultimately having an audience. So build your niche and build your audience. And have fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Rachel.
Okay, so for me, last words. I think especially from where I'm coming from, it's about choice. Always work towards putting yourself in a position where you're able to make choices, rather than versus the extreme scenario of being backed into a corner I have no choice but to go to work because I have mortgage to pay. Yeah, so create choices for yourself. Put yourself in a situation where you have choices. You have ability to say no to things that you don't want to do. Yeah, that's my last words.
Yes, say no. And I just look up Instagram handle P Jumi sticker. My goodness.
It's taken.
Yeah,
I
I'm
am
going to
not
search who is
surprised.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I am not
quite.
surprised.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up. Like,
Then
Like,
you can
who is that?
be Jomei too.
yeah, I don't want to be two. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Or
Anyway.
So let me
Yeah.
just summarize the technologies. So
Juan.
summarize the last words. So the technology is right, and don't be stupid. Create choices for yourself and be prepared.
There's so many last words. Okay, I guess this is it for our very first episode. Very colorful first episode of 2022. We will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Bye, guys. Don't be stupid.